Welcome to another episode of the Contractors Innovation Podcast. Today we're doing part 2 of FeH20 Lock, which is the waterproof wall with the hidden drain behind, a mirror drain behind. We shared some of the images in part 1. When Matt Janes joins us and William Chen will switch the conversation a bit. But Dante, can you show that image of Chem Concrete? Because they liked our focus to Chem Concrete last week. I got called from Jim Keller, who handles the US.
Hold on. The sun is really coming through. Give me 1 second. Let me close the blind.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Um,
It's a nice day.
I know. And it's funny because the sun had gone down, so I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna have enough light. And then all of a sudden we start recording. It starts shining on my camera again. So do you want the beading or do you want the actual presentation?
The Beading.
Okay. So here we go.
This is Chem Concrete, which is a world patent and a flat spec in my work with the waterproof wall. There's a picture of it there. Can you blow it up a bit, or is it? I guess it's pretty clear, right? Oh, there you
Yep.
go. So Chem Concrete is a hybrid nano world patent in every country, and you can see here. This is a sample which was broken just to show you the water beading inside the sample and outside
Hmm.
on the concrete. So it's quite amazing that normally, you would think about the applications, but a sidewalk would always take water on. And the issue we have with sustainability, durability in concrete is permeability. So they targeted permeability, and it's quite cost effective, actually. I'm hoping that with FeH20 Lock, it'll basically make the system uh, a 15-year warranty, which William and I'll offer
Okay.
because we and normally waterproof warranty you might get a year, or really what I should be saying too is that a waterproof wall, let's say a Secant wall, which has joint leaking problems because it's just a bunch of circles that are interlocked. And that's predominantly 99% of what's going on. So this is an alternate to Secant walls, FeH20 Lock, 2 5-inch layers of Shotcrete. I think I sent you also some of the images. We could just pop the images on because
Which images were they on?
that's good. So this is the new generation of concrete waterproofing. I also sent you a video. I think it's about 6 minutes.
Yeah, you
Uh,
sent this one, correct?
yeah,
No?
it's from Chem Concrete.
Yes.
This one, yeah. So
Yeah.
this is how they ship the product.
Okay.
Um,
Do you want the audio or
just go ahead and play it. Yeah,
okay.
I don't think there's audio, but yeah, we want audio on our. There's also another one I sent you. Did you get it? The one that has the girl talking.
No, just this one. I can pull it up and add it later if you want to just keep talking about some other stuff while I pull
Yeah,
it up. Okay.
yeah. So basically, it's called a hybrid, and you can see the patent number there, 20239022368. So on the waterproof wall, the 5-inch layers are interlocked. Can you call up? Are you able to get some of those images from last week?
Yep, I can do that as well. Give me one
Can you?
second.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah. Some of these documents here. You want the wall?
Yeah. So here's the this is actually a double 5-inch layer with the spigot. Now, what I have here, I brought one with me.
Ooh.
Um, Here's Matt James coming in now.
Hi there. Thank you.
Pretty
Hello.
reliable. Matt, how are you doing?
Well, thank you.
how's your time? Are you you gotta let the picture go, Dante, get Matthew in the picture? He's a handsome guy. Or you're
I'm
using
not on video right now. I'm not at my computer. I will be in about 5 minutes.
Okay, we'll keep
Yeah.
talking. If I'm just sharing some of the images and
Yep.
we are you on your phone or
I am right now.
Dante, can you show the picture of the Chem Concrete again? Because I want Matthew to see it. It's actually a sample. Here's the picture, Matt. This is we were going to try and do it last week in part 1, but I stuck it into part 2 right away. And you can see the water beading on that. So it's got nanotechnology in it. I think there's 5 different substances that block off the pores, self-healing. If you looked at a crystalline, it would be 25-30% waterproofing. They're at 95%. And because the materials they're adding, the technology, it's actually affordable. So it's not even the cost of crystalline at 35%. It's 90-95%. So I was explaining to Dante a 15-year warranty. We would probably have to offer a bond, but the idea would be to get away from the issues we have with Secant walls and the bottom of a structural wall. Somebody asked me recently, well, can you use it for structural? And I said, well, it's not really intended to replace the final wall floor structure, but the wall itself would go past the joints, because on the second layer, Matt, you can typically shoot a big area, right? I mean, you can feather edge every joint, but you can also literally shoot on a man lift. You could shoot quite a bit in terms of the second layer, because you don't have to feather the joints unless the joint on the first layer is feathered and requires it. But so that's interesting, eh, Matt, that sample. Now, did you find that video, Dante? The girl, I sent it to you.
Welcome to Chem Concrete, an Australian-owned company comprising a team of well-known professors, PhD holders and engineers specialising in developing, manufacturing and supplying the most reliable and cost-effective hybrid concrete waterproofing admixtures. You all know that the ingress of water and corrosive chemicals is the main reason responsible for almost all the major physical and chemical degradations of concrete structures and pavements, resulting in a shortened lifespan and cost of billions of dollars to the national economies. Excessive water ingress can also compromise the functionality of water and liquid retaining structures. A comprehensive review study by our team of experts on different commercial and laboratory-made waterproofing admixtures demonstrated that an effective waterproofing admixture can significantly increase the durability and lifespan of concrete. It also seemed important to develop a new and highly effective waterproofing admixture to further increase the confidence of the construction industry in these products. So, during the last few years, we have heavily invested in our R&D, and with our team of experts, we have successfully developed a low-cost and highly effective concrete waterproofing admixture, which can definitely increase the confidence of our construction industry in these products. The admixture, called Chem Concrete, is a new generation of hybrid concrete waterproofing admixtures. We are delighted that the issue caused by the ingress of water and waterborne contaminants into our concrete infrastructure and pavements could be solved once for all after using our admixture. We also no longer need to solve today's issue with old technologies or traditional methods of waterproofing. Current waterproofing admixtures in the market normally use only one waterproofing mechanism or agent, but in our Chem Concrete admixture, different waterproofing agents such as hydrophobing, pore blocking, crystalline or self-healing and densifying nanochemicals are used to make the most effective or one of the most reliable waterproofing admixtures in the market. By using a very small dosage of our admixture, we can provide permanently waterproof concrete and significantly improve the durability and lifespan of our concrete exposed to seawater, chloride, acid, sulfate, rainwater, salt, ASR, freezing thawing, efflorescence, static or hydrostatic water pressure, and many other corrosive environments. And by increasing the lifespan of concrete, we can significantly reduce the carbon footprint due to less demand for cement production. Chem Concrete admixture is available in both liquid and powder forms. It is classified as a non-toxic, environmentally friendly, and non-hazardous admixture, and fulfills the requirements specified by any standard for waterproof concrete. Our waterproofing admixtures are used to eliminate the ingress of water in basements, bridge decks, wharves, concrete waterways, concrete pavements and pavers, sewer pipes, concrete piles, marine structures, foundations, water and OC tanks, roofs, and any other concrete structures exposed to water and aggressive liquids. Chem Concrete admixtures improves the strength properties of concrete as well. Relevant fresh, mechanical, long-term durability and field tests have been conducted to prove the effectiveness of this novel product in increasing the service life of concrete. Independent testing and field applications by different companies and universities have also demonstrated the superior performance of our Chem Concrete waterproofing admixture in comparison to traditional methods of waterproofing. At Chem Concrete, we also provide on-site supervision, concrete testing, and consultancy for concrete structures exposed to harsh environments. Under some specific conditions, we can also provide long-term performance-based warranties when our Chem Concrete admixtures is used. Recently, we significantly increased our production capacity thanks to the continuous support from our investors. Therefore, we can now supply our waterproofing admixtures to more resellers, distributors, ready-mix suppliers, and customers from all around the world. If you are interested in using our product or be a reseller or distributor, please feel free to contact us today. We are more than happy to work with you to address the issues that our community and industry are facing.
That was thanks, Dante. You got that together. You can edit it and make it look good by the end.
Will do.
Maybe we should, those images are okay. We don't need to share them. I just wanted to talk now with Matthew about the fact that it looks like we're in the salt mine, Matt. We got a JV going on with Keller, actually. Apparently Keller's interested in doing mining across Canada.
And this is the Godrich salt mine?
Yeah. It makes it easy for me to go to meetings. I'm close. William is my partner in CH Shotcrete, and he knows all about what's going on. So what's going to happen there, Matt? It's going to be quite innovative because it's a high salt environment, so it's a good test. But we would probably use basaltic fibers in the dry mix. And I was talking to Jim Keller from California, and I'm not sure Jim's ever really been a contractor, but he's a good guy. And he was saying that with the dry mix, you got to have a gun and add water, right? So what I said to him is I want to take the slurry and add the water with the slurry in a chem growth plant so that I could then, put it to the nozzle with slurry in it, right? And so the dry mix, you've done lots of dry mix, I think, eh? You've been around it, so I think that will work. And Keller's interested in getting into mining. So I had another guy from Timmins actually reach out to me about the waterproof wall. I really think the waterproof wall has a lot of potential for different situations. I got those CAD files to you, Matt.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was wondering if we could get just the basic waterproof wall files to be in a vector image. My girlfriend Kate's a graphic artist, and she can expand. I guess with CAD file, you can expand you probably know more than me, but you can expand the images and manage them better as a graphic artist if it's in vector format. And
So
go ahead.
that's some file extension is vector format.
Yeah, it's we believe that a CAD file is vector format, but I'll leave that with you to try, and we won't solve it today. But it's quite valuable to Kate if we can get her to manipulate the marketing, because she's a graphic artist. She helps me quite a bit. She's aware of what's going on at the salt mine. So with the salt mine, for sure they're using dry. William has worked at the salt mine before with Torrent. By the way, Torrent failed. I don't know if you heard that. Torrent went belly up.
Tough market right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why Keller would be interested probably in some of the things that we can do together, because if I don't know, Dante, that file I sent you I think I sent it to you and Matt at the same time, but it shows a cost savings over Secant wall. It's like a spreadsheet. Just see if you can find that file with one of the images that I sent.
Was it the in the document? Because you sent a lot of PDF documents.
Yeah. Can you some of those were shared last week, but there's one file in particular that I noticed was in there, and it's the actual savings that like it's a lot of money when you look at the composite action of the beam. By the way, I want to show this. This is my spigot. There's a picture of that too. Now this is painted black for effect, but Matt, this is 21 pounds of steel. So you got 3 by 3/4 fins on it, and that's built to sit at an angle. So that you can set it and tilt it to the angles. There it is. So here's the saving sheet, and I had a piling guy help me with this. So if you look at the saving summary, it's all there. Have a look at it when you have time, Matt. It's not something that we can.
And what are you comparing? You're comparing
Secant wall
to Shotcrete?
Yeah, to my waterproof wall, right?
Right.
So it's still got the piles, 2 5-inch layers, but I also will save on the waterproofing because I don't need waterproofing.
Right.
The way that Chem Concrete works with those joints that I've designed, it's literally going to bead water and drain water behind. The secret is that drain, 18-inch wide mirror drain behind that you put on the clay. Because let's face it, the GTA bathtub regulations, I can understand them for maybe in the first year, but the idea of doing a raft slab it deepens the excavation. And we used to do caissons at the bottom of all the clay excavations in Toronto when we were at deep. We would go down with rock sockets, and I actually have another patent called the combined modulus pile. I don't know if you've seen it. I think I've sent it.
I have.
So that's quite a good one, because what they're worried about, with this bearing capacity is it's basically almost like a better micropile. But if you get gravel into that rock socket, auger spin it and gravel, then you got a pretty high ability to take the shear and the end bearing together. So that was the idea of the combined modulus pile, and quite cost effective because an HSS pipe is a better proposition than a rebar cage for handling, and it depends a bit on depth, but the history of Toronto, and I think it affected. I don't know if Vancouver used to clean caissons by hand, but when Toronto lost that that laborer, he got knocked in by a drill rig
Yep.
and went to ass over tea kettle and was augered out. Basically, the way they fit. Where'd he go? And he was augered. All of a sudden, he came up on the auger. So they shut it down and they won't let you auger clean anything. And I've always felt that, in Toronto, we used to get 7,500 kPa. Tested it twice that with Bill Lardner. And you remember he used to do that hydraulic cylinder thin, and actually test the Caisson by putting that hydraulic. Yeah. You were involved in some of that, I think, Matt.
I did a bunch of those tests.
It's actually interesting when you have someone with your level of experience, because it's a lot easier to relate to how the industry changed. But I think when they went to 5,000 kPa, I thought that was really ridiculous. And then, of course, they're using bigger rigs now, like Deep's using not Deep, HCM they're using BG36s and big rigs. But if
they got 55s now.
Oh, they do, eh? Is that GIP? GIP?
GIP's got 40s, 44s, 46s, and 55s.
So are they where would you use that? Like with just big holes?
Oh, when you go deeper, you got to turn those casings and you got to get them out of the ground.
Yeah. So then they're going deeper, as in why do they need to go deeper than the rock?
Well, they don't.
They work
in some areas, you don't even get to rock and you're going 30, 38 meters.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are things like deep shoring walls for subways, all kinds of things.
Yeah, with but there again, the waterproof wall, right? You wouldn't have to go as deep. I don't believe that you have to like when you say, well, I get your idea that the elevation of the subway requires the depth, right? And that's the equipment they've got. But it'd be interesting to try just Shotcrete. A lot of the guys like Houston, Kuznak, Shotcrete's a lot of the work. He's got 10 crews going. I brought him originally from Vancouver to get into the Shotcrete finish wall business. Torrent kind of, or not Torrent, but Verdi, Ross King, he kind of screws up the pricing a bit, but they tend to do everything Shotcrete on the final wall now. Do you find that it's sort of 50-50? No?
No, they do less and less now. They let some of the, a bunch of people started doing it that were, dropping the price too far and they weren't getting the quality. And so the owners had a lot of problems. And, it's too bad. If you don't have the QA/QC, you ruin a good product.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. With the waterproof wall, I'm fairly sure we would put QA/QC on it full time. I never really trusted that was a point of differentiation between Jason and I. I just had good experience with myself being there, but also a young engineer. It's great experience, right? When you have a young engineer that's on the job and you're teaching him what to look for, it's a small price to pay to make a guy like Tom Larner a better engineer, right? Give him more field experience. I know Ishwood believes in that. And but it was a bit out of the box when I did it at the Bow. How's our time, Dante?
Yeah, we still got we got some time. Like I haven't got the warning yet, so still probably have like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
So you understand on the salt mine. I don't know if Ishwood can help us there, but because I'd like to have the engineering backup, but for meetings and whatnot. Do you see that being something that they might look at in terms of that? Now that's just dry mix for structure.
And that's relining the shaft, isn't it?
Yeah, the shaft is actually another engineer, but the one engineer who wants to do dry mix was quite interested when I told him that I could waterproof the dry mix. So again, it's using Chem Concrete in slurry format and adding a Chem Concrete plant to get it to be the quality that they do at ready mix, right? Because we'll use ready mix for the 5-inch walls in Toronto.
Mhm.
But at the salt mine, at any mine, for instance, it's all dry mix.
Yeah, and so if you're going to build a, compression ring wall there, I mean, I think you've got to deal with the water that's coming into the shaft, and you should be able to seal it off at different levels and be able to, complete the shotcreting. I'm not sure what the engineering problems are there.
Yeah, it's more related to the fact that they like to use dry mix, and it's not necessarily related. It's a chance for us to try a better dry mix by putting the slurry in the dry mix pump with the ChemGrow plant. We would often use dry mix and add accelerator, right? I don't see why you would have any problem. Put accelerator at the nozzle, so you can put the slurry at the nozzle. It's just
And so what's the goal there? It's to reline the shaft and make it waterproof, render it waterproof?
well, the main shafts aren't in play yet. Keith Holdsmith and I are talking to MC Botchamy, who's one of the people that can handle against. I think there's a number of people. There's quite a number of multi-urethane, different people who do the chemicals now that TPH and MC Botchamy brought from Germany. So it's using German technique, so you can set pretty well the viscosity, the strength, and the expansion, right? Because all those things come in different products now, and you certainly that's the way they fix leaks in subways, right? That you're involved in. You sometimes get into that, right? In terms of TPH or MC Botchamy are doing a lot of the work. It's either one or the other.
We don't get involved in it, but we're certainly aware of that going on. Yeah.
Yeah. But with the salt mine, it's really just a case of, can we give them a better product on their dry mix by integrating the Chem Concrete? And I don't see why a slurry. We showed that container video. The container.
Yeah.
Jonte, can you play that again? So that's basically how they're managing it, and that product's taking off. I mean, you're talking about 95% waterproof versus 30%, so it's a big game changer, and I think it's very enabling for my waterproof wall. But the mine shaft isn't necessarily that. They're just going to use it to see how it performs in a high salt environment. They're interested. And that would just be a dry mix thing, but it would also give us a chance to work with Keller. Like Keller wants to go after mining. Naresh, Naresh,
I do.
Be nice for us when we get into it, maybe to have a meeting with Naresh. You're pretty well Vancouver based, right?
Well, I come to Toronto quite often.
Okay, well, it'd be nice to do something in person. In terms of, I always like the in-person. Anyway, there's the totes. So this product's taking off, and from really, really smart people. That video and their marketing is very strong. So they show a lot of things in the world that have rebar exposed and whatnot, and it ends up being
Well, do they have a lot of applications where they've got some case histories and some time on it and then test data?
well, that's why I'm valuable, because they like the fact that I have patents that are going to use it. the double 5-foot layer, but they have it's thoroughly tested, and they have it in, I don't know, 8 countries now. So my friend Jim Keller in the US, he's handling it. And the guy in Sudbury is Boris, and he has a precast business. He had a patent for precast to use it, sewage pipe, like the sewage pipes, have heat. So he had a geothermal patent for that, which to me is kind of awkward. I can't really see how that would be a big thing, but he has a precast plant. So they bring the chemicals in there, and they let these guys mix the chemicals. And then they end up making that yogurt that fills that container. So you get them posting these containers that are going from different places to, well, this would be going to a ready mix plant typically. What's unique about my application is I think I can use it with dry mix. And if it beads water, you're going to get a lot more durability in any structure in the salt mine, and a pretty good case history. So Jim Kaler's quite interested in what I'm doing. I actually promoted him to be the US guy. I dealt with him before. I had some other mixes, and he came on my podcast, my previous podcast. Anyhow, Matt, we'll be in touch on the salt mine. I'll let you know. I'll just keep you informed.
Yep.
But
Please do.
So you like to combine Modulus, Paul? You've seen it?
Yes, I have seen it. I'm not sure I understand it fully. That might be a subject for us to discuss.
Well, when you have clear gravel, 3/4 gravel, it's incompressible, right? So if you have, let's say, auger cleaning and the situation of the caisson holes, you're not allowed to go down anymore. If you have the ability to auger spin and then use the HSS pipe with a plate on it to tap the gravel, and then that pipe becomes on scale a shaft that picks up friction in the clay. Load testing will be the telling factor, but most people give up on auger clean holes because they can't go down and hand clean them. But with a combined Modulus pile, I always felt that there was a lot of capacity with the skin friction, even though they say the skin friction is higher than the end bearing. If you tighten up the end bearing with clear stone using the HSS pipe, you've got an economical pile there for the right job. It's the kind of stuff Keller will like.
Very good.
Okay, well,
Thank you.
thanks for making the part 2. I don't know what
Okay.
happened to William, but we'll get him again. See ya.
Baby, I need to know.